Iho. A kedech ruhi o te kapi Dakota Iapi hana uge monastre api. We are doing a live stream, and a lot of you will recall before Christmas that I did a lot of phrases, and this is what I'm going to be doing again. Introduce 10 more phrases. And before I start, I just want to say a short prayer. Aito, ato kashira wa kantaka. Kurito a hitwaga. Aoya da kapte. Adech ota tana Dakota Iapi chima. Hana anahopta kapi. Hana na ku oucha kia ho. Dakota Iapi hede haduha na ujipe. Toga khpeon ki apte chimshniga tana hetsi muskampe. Unka tokashira ito wakantanka. Oya ki apte. Tōna na kua nākop te a kāpi e te nei jana kui e te mushiwicha ki daya te nahi chituia. Mitake o as. So, a good afternoon, everybody. Happy New Year. Greetings to all. So I will start. The first phrase I have here is, I'm going to say them slowly so as you can, write them in your own way, or if you have a device in front of you, you can record it. Either way, that you can catch it and use it for later on for your own purposes. So the first one is, Nihu niate ki toki Iapi ha. Nihu niate ki hina toki Iapi ha. Excuse me. And that phrase translates to, where did your mom and your dad go? So I'll say it again. Nihu niate ki hina toki Iapi ha. The next one is very simple. Ehana. 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 That means long ago. Ehana. The next one. Ushich Iapi. Ushich Iapi. Ushich Iapi. Have compassion for one another. Ushich Iapi. The next one. Heichitu. 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 So be it, or it is right. Heichitu. Your next phrase. Stodwaye yeah. Stodwaye yeah. Stodwaye yeah. I know. It translates to I know. Stodwaye yeah. The next phrase. Stodwaye shni yeah. Stodwaye shni yeah. I don't know. Stodwaye shni yeah. I don't know. The phrases I'm doing here, I'm saying it the female way, but a lot of you, I have explained before that you can, if if it's a man speaking, you can use the do or the wo. So just keep that in mind. You know, all the phrases I'm doing right now is said in a female way. Just a reminder. The last one I said was Stodwaye. I don't know. Wanicheye. 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 There is none. Wanicheye. De taku hai. De taku hai. What is this? De taku hai. What is this? Wachishni. Wachishniye. Wachishniye. I don't want it. Wachishniye. Wachishniye. I don't want it. And the last phrase, Due hi hai. Due hi hai. Due hi hai. Who is here? Due hi hai, or who came? Due hi hai. So I'll go over the 10 phrases once more, but I'm only going to say it in Dakota. Nihuk niate ki hana toki Iapi hai. Nihuk niate ki toki Iapi hai. The second one, ehana. 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 Ushich Iapi. Ushich Iapi. Hey Chitu. Hey Chitu. Hey Chitu. Stodwaye. Stodwaye, yeah. Stodwaye, yeah. Stodwaye shniye. Stodwaye shniye. Stodwaye shniye. Wanicheye. Wanicheye. I think I made a mistake. Sorry. Wachishni. Wachishni, yeah. Wachishni, yeah, is what it's supposed to be. Wachishni, yeah. I don't want it. I don't want it. De taku hai. De taku hai. De taku hai. And the last one is Due hi hai. Due hi hai. Due hi hai. So those are the 10 new phrases. And I'm going to go back way back when I first started the phrases, and I'll do the first 10 that I had done. So if you remember, the ones that were listening in, the first phrases I did were ni tuwe ha, ni tuwe ha. You should be able to sound it out and say these phrases already. Ni tuwe ha. Who are you? He tuwe ha. He tuwe ha. Who is that? He tuwe ha. He tuwe ha. The next one, he taku ha. He taku ha. What is that? He taku ha. What is that? And the fourth one, Tokita ha yahi ha. Tokita ha yahi ha. Where are you from? Tokita ha yahi ha. Where are you from? And the next one, Tokia da hai. Tokia da hai. Tokia da hai. Where are you going? Tokia da hai. Where are you going? The next one, Tukted yati hai. Tukted yati hai. Tukted yati hai. Where do you live? Tukted yati hai. And the next one, Chante washtea wachia keye. Chante washtea wachia keye. Chante washtea wachia keye. I am happy to have met you, or I'm happy to see you. Chante washtea wachia keye. Daya yahi hai. Daya yahi hai. Daya yahi hai. I am happy that you came, or I'm glad that you came. Daya yahi hai. Wambadake ye. Wambadake ye. I see it. Wambadake ye. Wambadake ye. I see it. Tezi mayaza ye. Tezi mayaza ye. Tezi mayaza ye. I have a stomach ache, or I have a sore stomach, whichever way. Tezi niyaza hai. Or tezi mayaza ye. Tezi mayaza ye. The next one is tezi niyaza hai. Tezi niyaza hai. Do you have a stomach ache? Tezi mayaza ye is I have a sore stomach, or I have a stomach ache. And the next one, Tezi niyaza hai. Tezi niyaza hai. Do you have a sore stomach? So these are the phrases that I would leave you with, and we'll come back to those again as we go along, because it's good to listen and to try and catch the pronunciations, because that's the only way we will be able to learn, is to sit and listen to the pronunciations and to hear what is being said, so as you can apply that and start using them, in your everyday vocabulary. Hana heichi to ya. Iho, dushta ka.
If we want to go break, or if we want to switch cameras?
We can go. Yeah.
Break?
Yeah. No, we can
Switch cameras?
Keep going.
All right, yeah. Switching.
Wana? Ho mitakuepe. Ohina hechitu. Hechitu. That is the way it is. That is correct. Hina, those. Hakashiwe wohodake. My cousin, my relative. Wohodake. Ohina hechitu. We, both her and I and other community members, feel the need to promote, protect, and preserve the Dakota language. Dakota Iapi kin de. So, Sioux Valley has what you would call a self-government agreement. And in those first initial talks of the self-government, as envisioned Wayakapi Tokatakia, envisioned Wayakapi Tokataki for future, they feel strongly Nina Hechitu Dakapi, that language, Dakota Iapi, Dakota Wicho'i language, and culture, Dakota Tukted Upich Ape, Dakota Taku Tokumpe, whatever we do culturally, is important to instill, to put in the self-government agreement. And that is the basis, from the basis, Dakota Iapi unkikich upte, the taking back of language, unkikich upte. We started from that basis. And we will continue with that in mind. He awachi, thinking about that, we continue. He awachi tokatakia haduha unyampete. We will take that concept, the basis of that concept, what people wanted at that time, oyate, the people. We will continue to work to preserve, preserve, protect, promote, we will do it, we'll promote it, that this is important. They hate you to undakapi. So we will continue however way we can. However we can, we will do that work. We choch anki Hadus, holding it, we walk forward. Tokata ki uyampte. We move forward with that concept in mind. As such, we are collected here. We come to this this place to do that exact work. Hecham kumpta unhipe unhiotakape. We come sit down to do that work. Wichoch anki that work, that job. Echunk kumpte. We will do. As I said the last time we were here, repetition unkampte. We will keep on repeating repetition. Unkampkiha. Hoheche Dakota Iapi Dina Yeksayapte. If we keep on repeating, then the spoken word Dakota Iapi Dena, these, you will be able to retain it. Storyayaba tawachi ekta, in your mind you will know it. Tawachi, your mind. You will know it. Hecha kehan, that way you can use it. Numpte, hecha kehan numpte, Dakota Iapi ki de. That is what I think, I feel is important, the repetition. So that is how I'm going to approach the Dakota language. Head ohanaya e chamukte. Using that model, head ohana e chamukte. I will do it. That way, you will retain it. Yusya umpte, tawachi ekta, in your mind. Hedusya umpte. So it is such that I come here today to speak Dakota, not to write too much, but to speak Dakota. Dakota iwayekte. You will listen. Just everyday sentences, like today, the weather. Ampetu, today, ampetu, toketu, how is it? The day, how is it? Ampetu, toketu, as a question. You hear the rising of my voice, then you know it's a question. Ampetu toketu, it's a question. Unka, and then unka iwowa hadakekte. I will speak on that. Ampetu kin de, this day. Owashte chake. It is a nice day. Owashte chake, nice. It's not too cold. It's just right. It should be in January. Witechiwi. January is witechiwi. It should be cold. Osnike kta. Iechecha tka. It should be cold. But it's not. It is not. The word for last night in Dakota, here anyway, in Wipazokawakpa, we say hiha, last night. Hiha, or this morning. Naka hachana. Naka is earlier. Naka hachana, earlier in the day. Because we say tomorrow, we say hachana. But hachana is here. Naka hachana. When we said tomorrow, yesterday, well, it is here now. Naka hachana, in the morning. Tohan yaked, whenever, time-wise, whenever. Tohan yaked, maraju. It rained, maraju. Hiha, tohan yaked, maraju. Sometime during the night it rained. Ka, therefore, ka. Chankuki, the road. Chankuki, chaga. The road is chaga. The road is icy. Naka hachana, this morning. Hiha maraju. Ka naka hachana. Chankuki chaga. You can say shdu shdu is slippery. Chankuki shdu. Cha, so cha. Iwanyang yakachapikte. Iwanyang. Be careful as you see it. Iwanyang, wayaka. Iwanyang. You consider the icy road. Icy road. Iwanyang yakachapikte. Be mindful of that icy road. Yakachapikte as you drive. Kachapa. Kachapa means to herd, to go, kachape, to herd something like tatanka, like buffalo, or shunkawakan, the horse, to herd them along, move along, kachapa. So that word we use in Dakota, modern day Dakota, to imply and to say that you are driving, you're moving forward. Yakachape, wakachape. Chanku ohana on that word bede. Chanku ohana wakachape. I'm driving. I'm going forward. So with the weather in mind, the road condition in mind, apetu ke toketu, chanku ke toketu. How's the day? How is the road? Shidute, chaga. Tayan, in a good way, tayan, carefully. Kachapa, wo. That's as Hankashi was saying, wo. The male say that, wo, or ho. Tayan kachapa wo will be the male version of that phrase, that sentence. If there was a female, they would only just say tayan kachapa. That's the female version. Tayan kachapa. Male version will be tayan kachapa wo. If a male, such as me, I'm a male, if I say tayan kachapa, the male in hearing distance will look at me. Because I spoke female. So those are the subtle differences between how Awiya will say it as how we cha will say it. Tayan kachapa wiya. Tayan kachapa wo we cha. Chanku, the road, shidute do, it's slippery. Chagado, chagado, there's ice on top. Shidute do, chagado. Otoeta, town, dekeha. If you go, tayan kachapa wo. Chanku, shidute do. Chaga do. Do is the male version of saying those sentences. So that is the day. Within that day, we know by talking about it, hiham magaju. Cha ka chankuki chaga. Shidut. We know that because we talked about it, we said it. Now we know what a day is like. Oashte chake. It's a beautiful day. Osnikishne. It's a beautiful day, but because of that, chankush dushdute do. Chankush dushdute ye, our female will say. Cha, so, otoeta to the town. Otoeta. Deke, you when you go. Tayan kahapa, or tayan kahapa wo. Drive carefully. Tayan, carefully. Because chankush dushdute, it's slippery. Tayan iga, go in a good way, arrive in a good way. Tayan iga, like in a safe manner. Tayan iga, takun echanuk taheche takun, whatever you're going to do, echanuk taheche hina, those yahadushtan ki when you're finished, yahadushtan ki takun echanuk teghina, yahadushtan ki ake, then, again. Tayan, in a good way, safe manner. Tayan, kuwo, come back. Tayan, kuwo. Otoeta ya ikha, taku echanuk teghina, yahadushtan ki ake, tayan, kuwo. Because we know the road is slippery. It could be slippery still. Tayan kuwa, be careful. Yakachape when you're driving, be careful. Tayan kuwa, come home safely. Because we know, stud Iapi, we know the conditions of the road, the weather conditions, because we've already established that this morning. When we looked out the window, takad euntuape, Owanye, window, ohana, through, euntuape, we looked outside. Waonyakape, we saw. It was a oashtechake, it was a beautiful day. But we noticed, unkabedezape, we noticed that there was rain, magaju hiha. So we know the condition of the day. So we move about according to the conditions of the day. Ampetu ki he, toke tu hechi head ohana, upiunkichiape. However the day is, considering that, head ohana, upiunkichiape, we conduct our daily affairs. Head ohana, upiunkichiape, we move about, considering the day, the condition of the roads, and that sort of thing. Because we know, stod unyape, takad euntope, we looked outside through onwanye, the window. Takad ewatoe, I looked outside, wabadake, chaga. I looked outside the window, wabadake, I saw. It was icy. Chaga. Hiha magaju. Magaju ga usnike. It rained and it got cold. Chaga. It was icy. So tayan upimich ekte. I will consider that and move about carefully. So that is the day. Ampetum ki hechetu. That day is like that. We've noticed, and we've come to the conclusion that it's a beautiful day, but it's icy, it's slippery. Drive with caution. and those kinds of things. So again, after I looked out the window, noticed the day, the weather. So in my mind, I know, because I have to go to Otonweta, I have to go to town today. I know the condition that I'm going to be in. So having established that, now I'm going to start my day. Ampetu, again, ampetu, the day. Iopte wakiekte, I'm going to get it started, get it going. Ampetu, de. Iopte wakiekte, I will start off my day. Because already, stodwaye already. Taku echamukte hina. Whatever I have to do for that day, ampetu ki ha, stodwaye. Ibidukcha, I think about it. Ichin, after, in the future, in the short future, ichin. Otunwe da. To town, bedikte, I will go. To town I will go. After, in the immediate after. I know that, histodwai, because I know my day. Tka, but, tka, tokahea. Tka tokahea. But firstly, tka tokahea. Pijihota sapa unre bedatkekt. Pijihota sapa coffee unre bedatkekt. I will drink some coffee before I start traveling. Tokahaya, firstly. Pijihota. Pijihota is medicine. We understand the word pijihota to mean medicine. Pijihota sapa. Pijihota medicine. Sapa black medicine. Unre some bedatkekte. Nija you too. Unre some yatkanwo. Drink some, or yatkan, drink some, before we start our day. Pijihuta, medicine, pijihuta. Let's talk about the root of those two words. Pijihuta, what we call medicine. Piji is the grasses that grow. Piji is the grasses that grow. Hute means the root of it. The root, hutkan, the root, hutkan. Piji hutkan. Piji hute, the root. Hutkan is the root that goes under. Piji huta is medicine. Sapa is black or dark. Pijihuta sapa. In the back days, ahana back days. Iksewichashta or Dakota. The first time tokahayache. The first time they saw Wayakape, they saw Washichu. Pijiuta otaku yatke. He was drinking something. Sapa is black. Yatke. Yukpan. Made it into powder. Yukpan. Kadie, warmed it. Ipichye, he boiled it. Yokapte, cup, okashta. He poured it in a cup. Yatke. So when the Dakota first saw that, Washichu kinde. Yukpan. Ipihje. Jokap to kastanga jatke. When they first, I imagine, when they first saw that, they're thinking, what is that he's drinking, you know? Because the Dakotas or Indians, they will make medicine, pijuhuta, kagapi, they'll yukpampe, they make it into a powder. And they make medicine, whether it's leaves or root, pijuhuta, they'll make medicine, they'll drink it. So when they saw that, I imagine that was medicine he was drinking, the washichu. So they called it pijihuta medicine, sapa, the dark, the black medicine. So that's how coffee came about as we know it, because they ground it, they boiled it, and they drank it. Pijuta kagapi. Kaga means to make. Kagapi, they make. Pi, the word after kaga, to make. Pi describes or denotes more than one person. Pi is more than one person. I think we talked about these last year. Pi is more than one person. They saw more than one person. Pijuta kaga yatke. Kagapi. If I did it, wakage. I did it. Pijuta sapa. Bedukpan. Wakage. The black medicine I powdered. I made it. Pijuta sapa wakage. If it was you, nia. Pijuta sapa yakage. And whatever it is that you're making, it doesn't have to be just pijuta sapa. It could be ice, you know. Chaga wakage. Chaga wakage, I made ice. Or you can say tea, wachpe. Wachpe wakage. Hachanakinde. This morning. Pijuta sapa wakage. Wachpe wakage. Chaga wakage. If it's you, nie kinha. If it's you, you would say Pijuta sapa yakage. Wachpe ti yakage. Chaga yakage. Or if it's juice, you know, juice we can say mini senina or mini, but mini skuya is salt, salty water. So mini senina, cold water. That's what we describe any kind of pop, like Pepsi is my favorite. Mish, Pepsi, Iomakpi. I like Pepsi myself. So those of you out there that know me, if I'm thirsty, you can bring me a Pepsi. Iomakpikte, I will enjoy it. I will be happy. Iomakpikte, Pepsi makuka. Shahina. Minisnina, cold water, is what describes Pepsi, juice, whatever it is. Minisnina. When I hear somebody say minisnina, I know they're talking about pop or Coke or Pepsi, orange, something like that. Minisnina. Minisnina yakage. Pijuta sapa yakage. Chaga yakage. If you and I, if we did that, we can say, or one of us, nieshnika, if it's not you, mieke, if it's me, we'll both say it the same. Pijuta sapa unkage. We made pijuta sapa. Wachpe unkage. You and I made wachpe. Mini snina, cold water. Unkage, you and I. We made minisnina, juice. Chaga unkage, we made ice. What if there's the three of us did it? First it was me, wakage. You and I, unkage. The three of us that are in here, unkagapi. Pi is more than one, but it's also more than two in this case. All of us in here, unkagapi. We made it. Pijuta sapa, unkagapi. We made pijuta sapa, unkagapi. Chaga unkagapi. We made ice. Wachpe, unkagapi. Minis nina, unkagapi. Wachpe, the word wachpe, tea, that kind of denotes or describes wachpe or ape. Ape is the leaf, ape, the leaf. Yukpampe ish, yukpampshni ipichyapi, without crushing it, yukpampshni, ipichyapi, they boil it, wachpe. Anything to do with that kind of a tea is called a wachpe. It comes from ape, the leaf or the petals off of a plant. There is plants out there that would be considered pijihuta, medicine, that Dakotas used to drink, not only to quench their thirst, but also to take it as a medicine. Hina wachpe. Those are teas, eh? And there's, I'm not going to go into the plants, but those are considered wachpe, ape, ipichyape, yukpampe. They powdered it and they yatkampe. They drank it to quench a thirst or to alleviate a cold or a sickness. So these are the things that I did. Dina mie e chamu. Dina nie e chanu that you did. Dina e chunk we did. You and I, we did that. Dina e chunk umpi. These we did, the three of us in this building, in this room. E chunk umpi, we did that. Pijuta sapa unkagape. Wachpe unkagape. Chaga unkagape. Minis nino unkagape. We did it. We helped each other. O unki chiapi. O unki chiapi. We helped each other. Dina unkagape. We helped each other make these. These are some of the daily ampetu iohi, daily things that we do. Taku ichunk umpe. Iwoa hadake. I'm talking about that. So na kachana this morning, oanye ohana takad ewa tume. Wabadake. Magaju hiha. Chaga. Shudushdute. Tayan wakacha pekte. Utuenta bedeke ha. Taku echamo hina wahadushtanki ha. Ake tayan wakukte. I come home carefully. Before I do that, I was drinking my pijuta sapa. I contemplate ibidukcha. Naku ihinona, also ihinona. Pijuta sapa badatke, while I'm drinking my coffee, Timmy Hortons coffee badatke. Ichoha naku ihinona, wote wahadakte, wote wahadakte. I'll be hungry. Wote wahadakte. Cha, so. Witka, egg. Witka. Spawaikte. I will cook. spanwaikte. Witka, spanwaikte. Wawatekte, I will eat. Wawatekte. Witka, egg, spanwaik, I will cook and then watekte, I will eat it. Witka, spanwaik, watekte, I will eat it. So Ima picked, I'll be full. Iomak picked, I'll be happy. I'm full. Now I can start my day. Wana. Nakach ana this morning. Wekta, I was awake. Ibratake, I got up. Owaye hechiawa, I went to a window. Takad ewat, magaja. Wabadake, chaga. Shidushdute. Wawate, I ate. Pijuta sapa bedatke. Awana, otonta bedekt. I'm gonna go to town now. Wana, otonta bedekte. Considering the conditions in mind, I know how I'm going to travel. Apetu toke tu hes toduwaya, I know that day. So I'm going to move about considering those. Apetu toke tu stoduwaye. Cha, iwayan. Iwayan. Bedekt otonta. I go in caution. Iwayan abedes, I see. Iwayan bedekt. So that day, ampetu ke how I go about my day is influenced by the conditions of the day. Iduk chunkta, dos do sneaker here, bagage. Iwashte da bedekte, I will go slow. Iwashte da slow. Bedekte, I will go slow at a turtle's pace. Patkashada, hiaya, patkashada, hiaya. Iwashtada. Hatchach bedekte. I will move like a turtle today on the road because it's shushdute. Patkashada se upimichekte. I will go about like a patkashada, like a turtle. A turtle, there's a reason why he moves really slow. And he's got good reasons for that. The turtle, because he's slow, even though he's slow, honkeshne, he's slow, honkeshne, tka, but, honkeshne tka. Ampetuki he, that day, his day. Taku ichunkte, whatever he's going to do. Hadushta, he finished it. Even though he's slow. How do we know what the turtle thinks about, right? But he does it in slow motion when he's on the land. Uchima ka kan amanika. Iwashteda hiyai. Slow, iwashteda. But he completes his day, whatever that is. Minimahed, but in the water, different story. Patkashadaki hai. The turtle, he can move fast. He can swim fast. Nua, swim. Koyacha, he's fast, he's quick. Because that's his element, in the water. Meaning H-O-P, he lives in the water. He moves around in the water. He lives there. Patkashada. So looking at those, Dakota kindina wastodia, Dakota they know things, right? They look at a patkashada, slow, but get things done. Patkashada, honkeshne, he's slow, he's not fast. Tka, but he gets his day done. So when they look at that, and they look at the human behavior, vichashtaka, human behavior, toch ampe, behavior. Vichashtaka, toch ampi. He ikichi ukchampi. They compare it. Patkashara can move slow. Wash dada. But he gets his day done, whatever that might be. He might have woke up a khan iyotakaito. Kaki abedikta. I'll move to the next pond over there. The pond might be 10 feet away, but he'll take him all day to get there. But he'll get it done, right? Because we know that. Because that was his mission. Heichunkta chi, his mission, to get to the next pond. And he does it. So knowing that, even though how slow he is, he gets his day done. So toch anke hai, his actions, Dakota ke, Dakota, iukchampe. Dechik anan opinic takuda dushtasne. Even though you move quickly in your day, go about quickly, you'd never complete anything. Because you're not thorough. Daya echanoshne. So, taku echanukte, what you thought you're going to do, taku echanukta kechane. You think of what you're going to do, you don't finish it. You're moving around too fast. So they use that concept when somebody is too, I would say, too in a haste. You know, if you're moving around too hastily, you forget to do things. So Dakota, they use that as a teaching tool. Look at the turtle. He moves slow, but he gets things done. While you're moving fast, but you never complete everything in a day. So it pays to plan your day well ahead of time. Whatever you're going to do, you think it out well, and then you go about your day. Ichin de after I'm going to otun tabedekte. I'll finish that in a good way. I'll come home carefully to make sure that I get home safely. Naka hachana this morning. Oaya huna ewatme. Wabadake magaja. Chanku shrujdute. Stood why I know. Pshuta sapa badatke. Wawate, witka wate. Otuenta wai. Otuenta from home I came back that day. My day is done. Those are the kinds of things we talk about in the mornings, whether it's your friend, your spouse, whomever, you talk like that. You talk like that, converse. Come home in a good way. When I get home. So these are sentences or phrases that you can learn to say. Stodiayeka, once you learn that, to say these words. And start building on it. So when you look out that Omaye, you know what the day is like. Tomorrow you can do the same, but the day might be different. You know, it will sneak, you know, it might be cold. So that is what I thought I'll talk about based on what Hankashi was talking about this morning. Repetition. To repeat. Eyaya kapte. For that reason, we will retain it. Deche touching you how yakamte. We will say it. So for now, that's as far as I will go. We'll take maybe a 15-minute, 10-minute break or so. We will come and we'll be here again. Hechitu. Okay, wana uhudio takapi. We come and we sit again. Kita na uzium kiapi. We took a short break. Kita na uzium kiapi. Naka taku iwoa hadake. Earlier, taku iwoa hadake. Hinake tiste na iwoa hadake he han. Ha apetuku uhudushtampte. Omanichi unkamptakapi. Cha. Tiste da dina ake iwoa hadake han uhudushtampte. Earlier, I talked a little bit about our daily life, daily morning. I'll recap that. And then there's a meeting, I guess, that's going to happen. So I'll recap on that and then we'll be finished for the day. I mean, it might take another 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes or so to recap what I talked about. And then we'll be finished. We will finish our live stream. So I talked about the patkasha, the turtle, and how the Dakota used that as a teaching tool when somebody is too, I would say, what's the correct word? Is too agitated or whatever, not finishing things or whatever. And then they say you should be like Patkasha, that say do things in a slower. Iwashteda echanukte. So they use those kinds of things as a teaching tool. Patkashada. So these are concepts or things that we should do daily in your vocabulary. Dakota Iapkinde. To use these teachings whenever you can, you should be in the forefront. Ihunia idukshankte. Dakota iwaya wachi. I want to talk Dakota. Ka uspemich ichie. So I'm teaching myself so that I can be able to speak Dakota. And as I said before, itokab before, I said that. You have to hear the spoken word daily, apetu iohi, to be able to retain it so that you can use it, you can say it. So that is the model that I'm going to use, a repetition, say it over and over again, so that you will understand, so you will be able to use it. And I encourage you to speak to somebody, to practice it on a daily basis, whomever you trust, because people get shy or make a mistake and these kinds of things. Daily we make mistakes, but we correct. How can we improve if we don't make mistakes and to correct it? So that is the model that I thought I will use to try to teach the language. So tohanto ahinohana, someday I might say hiwa, come, iatakawa, come and sit iatakawa. Wohadakikta, we will talk. Titokan uyakikta, we will visit. Dakota wohadakikta, we will talk Dakota. Uspeonkichichikta, we will teach each other. O mayakieka, if you help me, o mayakieka, mija, me too. O chichikta, I will help you. E chunkunkte, we will do it. Daily, apetu iohi, hechunkunkte, we will do that. So, hechitstruinkte, ka hechitstruinkte, cha hechitstruinkte. Nakach an iwa that I talked about this morning. Tomorrow might be a different ampetu tokchaktach ana. So the vocabulary, the words might be a little different for tomorrow or days that are coming, you know. So I will use everyday language to teach. So hina, those I will leave with you, hina, chich upte. Nija ehapte, nija, you will say it too. To teach yourself, there's a tomorrow coming. We'll sit like this again. So I will leave it at that, okay? There's going to be omnichie, Sha hanakchakte, that will be it for today. Ampetukinde, this day. Hanakchakte, that will be all. Hechituro mitakuepe.